This is the big Agnes copper spur, and the first thing that struck me was how much room I got for how little weight I had to carry. And that's exactly how it feels once it's up. Steep walls, real headroom, two legit doors, and vestibules that don't feel like an afterthought. The second thing I noticed, right after the first rain, is that it asks for a little care and attention. If you want an ultralight tent that actually feels livable, this one nails it. If you want something you can treat like a rental car, this isn't it. The body is mostly fine mesh with a lighter, matte hand than older, crinkly sil nylon tents I've used. The fly and floor are thin by design, ultralight nylon with a visible ripstop grid, so the whole package feels airy and premium, but delicate. The DAC Featherlight poles are the opposite vibe, stiff, precise, and they snap together with that satisfying metallic click. The tip-lock corner buckles make setup feel clean, pole tip capture, rainfly clip, and stake loop in one little piece of hardware. Zippers run smooth when clean, but they're small gauge to save weight, so I handle them gently and keep them free of grit. Inside, it's bright and open. The 88-inch floor length fits me comfortably with room for a small pack at my feet. Two regular width pads fit edge to edge. Two wide pads will pinch. The mezzanine shelf at the foot is surprisingly useful for big items I don't want underfoot. The oversized head pockets are perfect for a headlamp. The fabric diffuses light like a lampshade. I've used the MTN Glow LEDs on stormy nights to read and sort gear without blasting my partner with a headlamp. It's subtle, takes AAA batteries, and feels like a tiny luxury after a long day. Setup is quick and almost thoughtless. I stake the four corners first if there's any breeze, drop the hubbed pole set into the grommets, clip the body, then add the small cross pole to open the doors and boost headroom. The fly is color-coded, which keeps me from spinning it the wrong way when I'm tired. On calm days, I'm pitched in about 5 minutes. In wind, staking corners early is the difference between calm efficiency and chasing a tent. In rain, the 1200mm rated fabric has kept me dry, but the nylon does stretch when it gets wet. After hours of steady rain, I retension the fly once and it's fine. Keeping a taut pitch matters, because if the fly sags and touches the mesh, condensation can transfer. Venting is solid. There's a strutted roof vent on the fly, and I crack the top of each vestibule zipper to create a chimney effect. Condensation still happens on cold, clear nights, but it tends to bead on the fly and run down instead of dripping inside. In wind, orientation is everything. I point the lower foot end into the gusts and use all the guy-outs. When a strong side gust hits the near vertical walls, the poles can bow and the interior shrinks a little. It's loud and a bit stressful, but so far the poles have sprung back. I've reinforced the awning pole with trekking poles in a pinch, and that helped. I don't treat this as a snow tent. A few inches of heavy snow will load the top fast. Despite some listings calling this 4-season, in my opinion, it's built for 3-season use. Spring through fall, not winter snow loads. Day to day, the livability wins me over. 2 doors mean no clambering over a partner at 2 a.m. The vestibules each give about 9 square feet, 18 total, which fits a pair of boots, a pack, and a small cook area. Using trekking poles, I prop one vestibule as an awning for shade or light rain cooking, and it changes camp life for the better. Packed size is easy to manage. I'll either do the burrito, roll around the poles, or stuff the fabric deep in the pack and lash the poles on the side. The listed weight hovers near 2.8 pounds for the 2-person MTN GLO version I've been using, which is a sweet spot for me given the comfort. Key features that stand out to me are the HV pole architecture with almost vertical walls, the tip-lock buckles that simplify corners, the dual doors and vestibules with awning options, the mezzanine shelf and oversized pockets, solid roof venting, and the optional MTN GLO lighting that's actually useful rather than gimmicky. The numbers back it up. 88-inch length, about 29 square feet of floor area, 18 square feet of vestibule space, and an honest 2-person layout if you keep pad width realistic. There are trade-offs. The fabrics are thin. I always use a footprint or a DIY Tyvek sheet to protect the floor from hidden rocks and roots. I baby the zippers, especially when there's grit or frost. A fly stretches when wet and needs a retention. And while it's stable for a 3-season ultralight, broadside winds over 30 to 40 miles per hour can deform the body. None of that surprises me at this weight, but it's worth knowing if you're hard on gear or often camp in exposed alpine terrain. The space-to-weight ratio changes how the tent feels on trail and at camp. I can hike all day without resenting the weight, then sit up and move around without rubbing my head into the canopy. The awning-style vestibules make rainy afternoons livable. I can cook under cover with airflow and keep the interior dry. Storage is smarter than average. The mezzanine gets bulky stuff off the floor, and the media pockets route cables cleanly. Venting strategy actually works. Cracking the vestibule zips near the top and using the fly vent keeps the inner dry most nights. Setup is fast and forgiving, even when I'm tired, and the color coding saves me on autopilot pitches. The MTN glow lights have won me over for long trips. They make shared spaces and late arrivals easier. On the flip side, durability takes attention. From my experience, a footprint is non-negotiable. I'd also swap the included stakes for something with better holding power. Like MSR groundhogs, if you camp on varied soil. If you expect sleet, heavy snow, or truly relentless wind, I'd pick a burlier tent. And if you hate maintaining zippers, this might bug you over time. It's perfect for hikers who value comfort at camp but still want a pack-friendly shelter. Couples who want 2 doors and separate vestibules, and anyone who likes a freestanding pitch without fiddling with trekking poles for structure. The fast fly option, fly, poles, and footprint only, has been clutch for quick, bug-free overnights. If you ride, the bike pack version's short-stick poles solve the handlebar fit problem. And those extra webbing details for drying gear are thoughtful. I'd recommend this for weekend backpackers, long-distance hikers who are mindful with their gear, and anyone upgrading from a heavier dome who wants real livability without doubling pack weight. If you're on a tight budget or you tend to be rough on equipment, there are tougher, cheaper options, just not this light or this roomy. In my opinion, the Copper Spur earns its reputation by being genuinely comfortable for its weight class. It's a delicate tool, but when I treat it right, it treats me right. A taut pitch, smart sight selection, and a footprint make it shine. The little quality of life touches, awnings, pockets, lights, add up to a tent that feels like home after a long day. In conclusion, this is the ultralight I grab when I care about both miles and morale. It's not the toughest shelter I own, and it's not a winter tent, but for 3-season trips where I want real space and fast setup, it keeps delivering. To learn more about the Big Agnes Copper Spur, please check the comments section. Thank you for watching.